Hey, welcome back to the YouTube channel. In this one, we are going to go over, this is going to be part two of the Fib Retracement. Um, I think I also just fixed my audio, so from now on, the videos should be much easier to listen and follow along. But yeah, let's get right into it. So we're going to do new, open up your Ninjascript editor, pull up the same strategy from the last video. So first thing we're going to do is we need to make sure the strategy cancels the pending order once we have a new high or new high and new low. If either of those are new, then we cancel the order and we reset a new order. So to do that, we are going to create another method down here called private void cancel. There's actually already another name for that, so we'll just do can order. We'll do cancel pending order. Then in here, we are going to do cancel order, and then there should be a way to cancel it by the string. So I could do this. No, I don't like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create names for our orders. So we're gonna do private order. Yeah, we can just name it order. We want it to be, so we're going to do ninjatrader.cbi.order, I believe. Okay, what's the issue? Ninja capital T. Alright, there we go. So now, then when we submit our orders, that is going to be saved as our order here. So, here and here, once we submit new orders, they're going to be named this order thing. So now, we can cancel order. Nope. Cancel order. And so when we call this, that will cancel that order. And we also want to order equals null. Because now it's no longer saving that order because it's been canceled. So anytime we're going to want to cancel the order, when do we want to cancel it? We could do bars of guard. So we could do anytime we want to submit an order, instead we actually cancel the previous one and then submit a new one. If direction. So let's try that. Alright, so now, anytime before we submit an order, we'll just cancel the previous order. So let's see how that works. We're gonna save that, Control S. If you're in Visual Studio, we'll save it and then compile. Looks like I have, oh, there we go. Now, go to the strategy and enable it. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to remove it just to make sure we have the right one. Wrong button. Okay, looks like we're also getting this order. Calculated target order price was smaller or equal to 0. Never seen that error before. But I'm guessing one of our stop loss or TPs got messed up. But Fib Retracement, 50 peak strength. Okay. So selling here. Yeah, not really liking this. Not sure what's going on. But what we can do is start. Okay, so one thing we can try is, so whenever we find a new high or a new low, we're drawing this new line, which is this line. So what we can make sure to do is only set our pending order when a new line is found, basically, a new high or a new low. So we are going to do, we're going to create up here a bool, private bool set order. And so we're going to set by default set order equals false. Let's also set these fib retracement. Let's do 50 MA period, 200 peak strength, 5. Yeah, that looks good. So when we are finding a new high, let's comment new high found. We are going to do set order equals true. That means we want to set an order. Also, when a new low is found, we also want to set the order. But if neither of these are true, then we do set order equals false. So now up here, when we enter, we only are going to set a new order if set order is true. So, and set order equals true. So let's see if this doesn't fix it. So we'll compile. we are going to have to remove the strategy because anytime you edit stuff in here or in the, well, in the set defaults, this is called at the beginning, like as the strategy is loaded up. So if you change something while the strategy is already loaded, it doesn't call that again, if that makes sense. Doesn't call anything in that section again. Only right now would it be calling it. Let's apply that. Okay. This looks better. So we're still getting this, which I think is what's causing. Basically, it didn't have a time to exit. So instead of exiting at take profit or stop loss, it exited when a different signal sold. So like this looks like it should be a sell here, but it's buying because a different position never sold, and so now they're all messed up, I believe. It's basically like if you have a, do I have a drawing tool? It'd be like if you buy here, stop loss here, and you're supposed to have a TP here, but it never gets set. Now price just keeps going forever in this direction. And then this never gets canceled because your TP is never canceled or filled. So even if this position closes on market open, I think the stop loss stays pending here forever. So then, say you get in another position where you sell here, stop loss here, TP here, but this was a buy, so that would make this a sell, this black line. So here, even though this is a sell, once you hit here, now you sell again. So now you're selling 2 contracts. And then here you hit TP, now you're selling 1, even though really you should be in none. So that's kind of the issue that we're getting right now with that strategy. Alright, so now let's see why we are getting this error, that a target was less than or equal to 0. So our target is going to be the high peak price, and the stop loss is going to be the low peak price. So my guess, okay, yeah, so I think is what's happening is the first time we find a high, even if we don't have a low yet, we set order to true, and then we're setting our orders. So we can just hard code that we need a peak price, a high peak price, and a low peak price. So if high peak price is less than 0, less than or equal to 0, or low peak price is less than or equal to 0, then we return. Compile that. And now let's see. Okay, so it looks like we don't get that error anymore. So, this still looks weird to me. I feel like this would be the high, the low, 50% retracement. So it should be selling here. If direction equals 1, then we go long. If high index is greater than low index. High index. Let's switch these. Make that -1. So I thought it would be so what I thought it would be is whichever one, no, okay, that would make sense. So let's test it. And then buys here. And sell is hit stop loss right away. What? Okay, so let's try. Let's try it this way. Just based off the close. Okay, there we go. So this would be a low here, low. This would be a high. Low is less than, so then we sell. Yeah, so this was the high it was counting. Then here we have our low, high, 50%. Then we buy. Oh, I don't get why this. So that looks like it could be working now. So now let's try it. Let's also do, we don't want all of this. So now let's do, add the MA filter. It closes greater, okay, yeah. So now let's add the MA filter so we only, so in this case we should only be taking buys. Yeah, that looks right. But we do not want to be taking so high, no, low, high. Hmm. Okay, yeah, so something's still not right. Not sure right now, but I'll show you guys how to use playback data. And we can backtest on there once. I have to go right now, but I'll finish this video in a little bit and use playback data to try and backtest and see what's going on. Alright, so to use playback, you're going to disconnect from whatever you're using. Then you're going to go to playback and continue. Now, for this to work, you'll need to make sure you have the data downloaded already. So right now it's loading. But you'll need to connect to wherever you get your data from, then go to tools, historical data, and just download whatever you need, just the regular here. Then, yeah, I don't have MYM data, and that's what it's trying to load up. So we're gonna go to NQ, playback, historical, and then load up and NQ and continue. So to know if you're getting data, your bar should be updating and here should also be updating. So right now I am not. I'm pretty sure I have June data. I guess I don't. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect and go to YM. Yeah, this thing sucks. And I've had so many problems trying to get this to work, and it just sucks. So, I mean, let's see if I can get anything. So it's saying I don't have data. So disconnect, connect, tools, historical. I'm gonna download YM. We'll do this whole month. Gonna download that. Then we're gonna disconnect, go to playback, instrument, load up YM. Oh, that's the download. Go to YM, continue. I mean, I don't know why this thing just does not want to load anything. I mean, yeah, Ninjatrader just sucks in general. If there was something else to use, I 100% would switch and at least try it. Okay. Alright, so got this to work. Basically you have to connect to your data again, tools, historical data, and then you have to go here and download it. And you have to go day by day, one day at a time, downloading it. This thing sucks, but I guess that's the only way it works. Then you need to be here, market replay, and then also make sure you have the exact same instrument with the same expiry date as the one you downloaded. So now I have this, and so this candle, I don't know, I guess I don't know what it's doing right now. Go to the 5. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so now let's pull up a strategy. We can just edit it, change the account to playback account, and then so right now it's flat, so that's good. So if this is yellow, that means you are like technically in a position, but it won't show it, and that could make it just. I'll just wait till this turns green. Once you play it, it should turn green after a little bit of the strategy running.
Order submitted. Stop filled.
So let's see, that was the low. We had a new high, created the order, stop loss there. So that one worked. And then we're getting new highs, but we're in a bearish trend. Or well, since the MA filter is on, that's preventing us from setting buys down here. But here we should have set a new sell limit, I believe. Oh, no. Because since we closed over this, now our direction is 1 right now. We're in a bullish direction, but MA filter is blocking us from entering. So if we get a new high up here, then it should create an order somewhere here in the 50% pullback. So let's see. So remember, to get our high, we need a candle to be the highest of the last 4 candles. And then next, actually, I think it's set to 5. Okay, so there we go. So this looks right. This is the low, this is the high, 50%. Now let's see if when we either get a new high, it cancels it.
Order submitted.
Okay. Not sure if that was a glitch, but I just heard order submitted again. Oops, I was not supposed to do that. Let's see, where was it submitted at? Limit price 19.2. No, that's where I moved it. 19.303 is where it was at. Let's keep playing.
Order filled.
Okay, and so let's see. We got a order rejected. So couldn't even see what happened there because it all just, gosh, this thing sucks so much, but I'm gonna go back a little bit. Nope, that won't work because we won't have our high saved, or our low, I mean, that we use. So re-enable it. And yeah, so it comes down here and then starts to move up.
Order submitted.
Okay. Yep, both TP and stop losses are set. Here
Stop
we hit
filled.
stop loss. Now once the price gets up there, we create the high, set the orders. Right now, oh, here's going to be
Order
the high.
submitted.
It's going to come down, then go
Order
back up.
submitted.
Oh, okay. So we had a new high, and so we canceled the other one and set a new order. Okay, so that makes sense now. So instead of taking this high, which is what we want, we don't want it to keep searching for a high. So that's one thing we can change is if cancel pending order. So if we cancel the order, then order becomes null. But also, if we are in a position, if basically if we get filled, else order equals null. So this will make sure whenever we are in a position, well, so whenever we don't have an order waiting, order will be set to null. So we only want to call trend logic if order equals null. So that means we don't have a order already waiting. Then we want to keep calculating the next high and low. So let's compile that and see how that works. Alright, so we compiled that.
Order canceled. Order submitted.
No. Okay. So now the error we get is if price just blows past that. So like in here, we had a buy limit, but price never came down to it. But we never recalculated the high or the low. So this order setting it to null will not work. So let's see. So what we can do here is set order equals null here. And then take this and put it in on bar update. So now if we do blow past like here, the order will be set to null. And then we will start recalculating the trend logic. So let's see if that works.
Order submitted.
Okay. So let's play this and see what happens.
Order canceled.
Okay. That is another issue with this just straight trash platform that it switches between real-time and historical data. So let's go back in time a little bit.
Order submitted.
What? Now I guess it disconnected me from the data. Okay.
Order submitted.
How is there no... I'm getting data right now. What in the world is going on? Gosh. Okay. Let's do this all again. Put the strategy back on. Yeah, I might just say end this video. Because I mean, if I can't
Order
even
submitted.
backtest it and see what's going on, no point in wasting more time on trying to get it working. So,
Order canceled.
yeah, so basically, it's just... yeah, that's annoying, but can't keep spending more time on this if I can't even backtest it. But we'll just go over it real quick, see how it works, and see if you can do anything yourself to improve it. So,
Order submitted.
there we go. I mean, pretty soon this should update to the new low, and it should cancel this order and set an order here. So the thing with this is it's hard for it to really tell what's a high and a low, and obviously it's gonna lag in creating the new high or low, because like for here, this was the low, but it can't tell where the low is until after it prints it, until there's a few candles after. So I mean, this is a half working strategy. I wouldn't say it's great or really usable, but hopefully you can take this code, which I'll show real quick, and edit it to get it working. So all that you'll just leave. You'll want to add these, then add these to set them to defaults. This loads up the SMA. Then this makes sure we have enough bars loaded. And then here is all the on bar updates. So calculate our trend and highs and lows. Then if we're flat and we want to send an order, then we set our order TP stop loss based off the high and the low. Same with shorts. And then everything from here down is just trying to manage the order, manage the high and the low, and then correctly enter when we want to. So here's where everything you would want to change to try and fix that. But hopefully you learned something from this video and you can take this code and make it work. Let me know if you have
Order
any
canceled.
questions or any suggestions. If you know what I'm doing wrong, let me know. Would love to hear it and
Order
see
submitted.
any ideas you guys have on how I could get this thing to actually work good. But, yep, thanks for watching.